My name is Kris, and I am here with
Camryn.
And so we have been off of school for about 4 days now because of the ice and the snow and the weather. So what we did over those 4-day weekend, what did you do?
I played video games with you, Christopher, all weekend. It's an extended weekend. It's not a week anymore. I played video games with him all weekend and listened to him speak.
I know, right? Crazy. So what were those games that we played?
We played. I know we played RoboQuest. What else did we play?
A popular game that was dying, and they actually have a song about it. It's called Fortnite.
All right, so do you? I'll explain what RoboQuest is because I bet they have no clue. It's an underground game. You know, it's not very popular. I liked it before it was cool. It's a roguelike, which means every time you die in the game, you restart from the very beginning, and it makes you really upset. But for some reason, it's so addicting that you just keep playing the game. And basically, you kill these robots. Well, you decommission these robots
With projectiles from guns.
It's not a gun.
From other machines.
Yes,
that shoot projectiles.
You're shooting robots with projectiles. And the more robots you shoot and the farther in the level you get, the more wrenches you get. And you use wrenches to upgrade your robot character. You're a robot shooting robots because this one lady told you to. They haven't worked on the story of the game yet. It's still in like alpha. You're a robot shooting robots to get wrenches to upgrade your robot so you can get farther and shoot more robots.
With your robot.
I also played a little game called Hi-Fi Rush that was like dropped out of nowhere by Bethesda. It's a rhythm game, what's a good rhythm game that people know?
Beat Saber.
Beat Saber. It's like Beat Saber. Basically, you have this guy, he's got a metal arm, he's got an iPod shuffle in his chest, and he can feel the rhythm of the entire world and beats up a lot of robots to it. It's the whole game is just like, imagine you're playing one big open world QuickTime event, and it will make you mad. But the combat is very easy. The combat's easy. You just continuously tap the X button or the Y button at a certain rhythm. And so your heavy attacks have to go between beats, and your light attacks have to go on beats. And so you can put together these awesome combos to decommission a lot of robots really fast. And so it's this big. It's like a common 80s movie where there's like this big bad corporation, and you got to take down the big bad corporation because they're big and bad and they're a corporation. And so you're going and you're beating up this big bad corporation. And I haven't gotten that far into the game yet. I've only gotten like 2 or 3 bosses in. The first boss you fight is this lady, and she's really big and she's really mean. And your whole motive for fighting her is that she's really mean. Because she's part of that big bad corporation.
Can you tell me a little bit about this big bad corporation?
Yeah, I forgot what it's called. But they have this little chip they're sticking in people, and it's controlling their minds, and your character and his friend doesn't quite like that the big bad corporation is taking a chip and sticking it in people and controlling their minds.
Is the best friend the cat?
No, that's 808. That's a little robot. It's just a little.
She's a robot.
No, so 808, the little cat, is controlled by a woman named Peppermint, and she is mean. I don't know why she's your ally, because she is so mean. And the whole game is filled with cheesy one-liners, but the setting makes it feel right. Like some games you see a cheesy one-liner and you're like, oh, that's horrible, right? But the game is so cartoony and goofy that it just makes the corny one-liner feel so right, and it fits so well. And so me and him also played a little single-player game called GoldenEye 007. Some of you old people out there might know what that is. It was on the N64, and some of you older people watching this might know that it was a big nostalgia trip, except you didn't get to blow in the cartridge before you stuck it in. Me and Kris started playing that game, and we sincerely enjoy it. It's a really fun. The story is mildly engaging.
I do like that it doesn't tell you how to do anything.
Oh no, it doesn't tell you a single thing. Like he said, the game doesn't tell you how to do anything. For some reason, I went in to look at my keybinds because the game doesn't tell you any of your controls. And none of the buttons said what they did in the keybinds. None of them. It would say, like, B to crouch, and for some reason it would be my right thumbstick.
I'm pretty sure X was reload, but on the keybinds, I'm pretty sure it said RB.
I know, it did say RB. I couldn't reload because I was sitting there spamming X, and I was just switching my weapons. And I was so confused the entire time I was playing the game. But other than that, it's got an engaging story, and it's fun. And I really like retro games, and it was nice to get a little a blast from the past of what old people got back in the day.
I like the game. It's a very good game. Very old game. Oh, it's old. Oh, it's old. There's less polygons in there than there is on a single.
There's not a single smooth surface. It's all rigid.
The very flat ground has more edges than probably a mountain. It's crazy. I never really minded low graphic games ever in my life. It's not bad.
I grew up poor. I had a.
Oh my god, same. So another game I've actually been playing is called Skyrim. It's a decently old game. I'm pretty sure it was made like 2014, 2016, somewhere in that region. It's a open world.
I've never heard of this Skyrim game.
Whoa! Wow! So it's a pretty good game. You make your character. You can choose races. You can choose classes. Actually, you can't choose classes. You can choose races. You can customize your character to any extent you want. You explore the game.
You punch a dragon.
You punch a dragon multiple times in the face, and then you absorb its life energy and just shout at people.
Yeah.
That sums up Skyrim. So
Skyrim, you kill dragons so you can yell really hard and hurt people. That's
also, you talk to a bunch of old people and they teach you how to yell and run at people. Very good game. 10 out of 10 punching dragon.
10 out of 10 punching dragons.
10 out of 10 punching dragon.
What other games have we played, Christopher? You are not allowed to talk about No Man's Sky. I hate that game.
Right, bro, it's such a good game.
Okay, you can talk about No Man's Sky.
So in No Man's Sky, I'm not going to say it's open world because you could travel to different solar systems. You can travel all across the galaxy. And no, it's actually not the Milky Way galaxy because I have yet to find Earth and I've traveled 17,000 systems. Yes, a lot of systems. Each planet is not unique. Most of them are usually the same, but they're in different systems. They're organized differently. Anyway, the gameplay. It is basically IPC, except for there's no physics. All of the physics are broken. You fly a starship, you upgrade that starship, you fly into more planets, you blow up some robots.
Oh, and if you blow up too many robots, there's this little intergalactic force that will chase you down even when you exit out of the game and load back in.
Yes, they will hunt you down. It is it's death from the new Puss in Boots movie. That's exactly what it is.
I hate No Man's Sky.
It is a scuffed game. I hate it so much, but it's so fun. I love getting radon and just shoving it down a machine, and then it gives me like food.
I can't speak for Kris, but I can personally tell you that I don't find the game fun whatsoever. At all. In the slightest. I did when I first got it, but then I realized that it's a continuous repeating process. I don't care that RoboQuest is also a continuous repeating process.
But that's the point of that game.
I know, but you're mining minerals.
No, I'm not talking about No Man's Sky. I'm talking about RoboQuest.
Yeah, that's the point of that game. But in No Man's Sky, it's a constant just annoyance. You have to mine minerals to get certain minerals so you can upgrade your little laser miney thingy so you can get more minerals so you can go farther to get to different planets to get more minerals. I don't like the game. And there's easy ways around it, but you have to learn a whole language. I can't make that up. You go and you fly around and you find these big old pillar things and you go up to them and you touch a ball and it teaches you one word. one word from an entire language, and there's 3 different
Languages.
Yeah, there's 3 different alien species that all speak separate languages.
The
So
Korvax, they are organic species with like if you know who Tubi is, that sums up exactly what Korvax are. All right, so there's 818 words in the Korvax language, 1,217 in the Gek, which are like little small goblins. They're goblins. And the Viking, Shrek, they look like Shrek. And there is actually 17,438 words.
This is why I don't play that game at all.
There's a lot of words.
There's a lot of words. And guess what? You can't trade with some of them until you learn those words.
Exactly. You have to. It's such a stupid. Okay, the tutorials to play the game. It's one massive tutorial. You don't have to do it, but you won't get anywhere in the game.
They're holding your hand the entire time you play the game, and I hate it.
And it's not lightly. It's not like a gentle mother holding your hand.
It's like you just got yelled at Walmart, and she's grabbing you by the wrist and tugging you through.
Yep. Yeah, that sums up No Man's Sky. It's also blowing up a lot of more planets. You can actually blow up people.
All right, if you guys ever end up in another snowpocalypse, make sure you check out the games RoboQuest, Hi-Fi Rush, Skyrim, No Man's Sky, and GoldenEye 007.
That's all we got for you down here today on the Wildcat Reviews.